Hello there, everyone. Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. And head back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches. I try to call it the gold ranks with Jam here. Looks like my first opponent is going to be a Potemkin player, so this will be an interesting one. Let's see what we can get done here, though, against Pot. They go for the grab there. Let's see if we can keep the pressure up. They're going for grabs a lot. Let's see if we can make something out here. Cross up here. Alright, good kill there. Alright, cross up there, we'll back up. I thought I would be clear of grab range as far back as I was. Alright, we can't get hit by anything here. Alright, they're able to cancel into safety there, unfortunately. I was already committed to a button. Right, back up here. Alright, managed to hit him in the legs there. Alright, let's try to play patiently here. Alright, see if we... Oh, I forget how far Potemkin can just absurdly reach. Oh, that's unfortunate. We came a little bit further away than what I thought. Alright, take that. Alright, let's see if we can play patiently here and get them to make a mistake. And we do manage to get over the safety net. I was surprised it didn't hit towards ceiling, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, we'll back up here. That's unfortunate to be whiffed there. I thought that might whiff because I was not in the air. Alright, we do manage to get the hit there. Go cross up here. Alright, he whips the grab. Alright, we're gonna burst here just to keep him in the corner. And he should be dead with the wall break here. Alright, we're not gonna get our 6P, unfortunately. Alright, he cancels, whips the Garuda Impact. We do manage to get him with the overhead there. A little bit of a scramble towards the end, but we do manage to beat Potemkin nonetheless and get a little bit closer to Plat 1 here. Alright, we'll back up. Alright, cross-ups and working because he keeps going for that grab there. Alright, if he's going to sit there and do that, we're going to get all our stacks up. Alright, get the hit there. I do manage to get the hit there. I'm not going to get her jump. Very unfortunate. Alright, we'll take that. Did the slide. Unfortunately, he was still able to grab me out of it, which sucks. And it looks like he taunted there, even though he lost the first game. Alright. Go overhead here, he does block it, but he's gonna get counter hit, or not counter hit, he did try to jump though. Alright, we did manage to get the hit, the kick. Ah, damn it, I tried to use that as a counter hit to the punch. Alright, should be over his head. I thought it was gonna be well over his head. That's unfortunate. I tried to 6P him out of the corner there, and we unfortunately are not going to get it. All right, tie things up at a game apiece. All right, is he going to run it back? That is the real question. He does. Okay.
Duel 1.
All right, we're going to back up here. All right, we'll get our stacks up. All right, take that, get the wall break. I thought that would punish his whip there. All right, we still got 2 of our stacks regardless. That's unfortunate. That unfortunately did not combo. But we will hit him with the dragon kick there. No, we didn't manage to take the overhead there. I got preemptive and thought slide hit was coming. All right, we do get the wall break here. All right, we get all our stacks built up. That's unfortunate. All right, but we will punish him with the dragon kick there. All right, we managed to come back and win the set 2-1 somehow away against Potemkin. Definitely need to play a little bit cleaner if we're going to get a little bit closer to plat here, but good game set opponent. Be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like we found our next opponent here. Going up against Amelia player, who's going to let the intros rock here. I don't know, it feels like I've been running to a decent amount of Amelia as of late. I feel like I say that a lot whenever I see a character like more than once or twice. But she usually gives me trouble just because how fast and all over the place she is. We'll see if we can keep up with some pressure of our own.
Amelia versus Jan.
All right, let's see what we can get done here. I say most Amelias go in the air, so why I took the guess there. All right, managed to get the hit there. We'll go cross up here. I didn't mean to do that. As in, dragon kick's not what I wanted. I accidentally did a stack there. I do that a lot. I thought I was blocking though there. Alright, we'll get him off this here. They go for hair car. Unfortunately, I dropped it. Alright, but we'll catch him walking forward with the dragon kick there. Went for it because I had the bar to cancel out of it, and I figured they might crouch. We could go into overhead. Alright, we get by the dust there. Alright, tried to jab check him, but we're still got hit there. Not really touched him very much this time. Alright, we'll just save the burst. Unfortunately, we whiffed there. Okay, second round goes to Amelia. Back up here. Alright, try to throw the moons overhead. Alright, we'll hit him out of that. Do get our stacks up. Alright, that's our turn. Alright, we'll take that there. Go cross up here. I end up on the wrong side. Alright, they're gonna get the wall break here. I go cross up here. They managed to fish out a hit. I thought I had a meter to cancel. Unfortunately, I did not. Ah, damn it. I tried to jump out of the way of the dust, but unfortunately, we were kind of locked down by the circle ring. We are going to drop the first game against Amelia here. Let's see if we can make a comeback here. Alright, we're in grab range, unfortunately. That's right, that's an overhead. Was I not standing? Alright. I thought I was standing as a second one. Nah, we jumped right into the disc there. Alright, not a good start here. I may have been worth it to probably save that burst. I didn't get my quarter circle into the positive kick. I did manage to get the hit there. I managed to get the cross up as well. That wasn't a good idea. Alright, I'm not gonna get her jump. I think we're locked down there though. Alright, they're gonna get us off there. Alright, connect the burst here. I got hit by the disc there? I looked well out of range of that. That's unfortunate. Has a little bit bigger of a hitbox than what I thought. And that was a very unfortunate trade. We did not have enough health to survive that. Alright, well, we didn't play very well against Amelia at all, but she always gives me trouble. I have to get better in that matchup. But good games with that opponent. Back when I find my next match. Alrighty, it's like we may have potentially found our final opponent here. Going up against a soul player who's on their placement matches and did around start DP. I could have got a better punish than that, but just for some reason didn't think to do it. Alright, they actually didn't mash there. Good on them. That's unfortunate that it hit overhead. Alright, we're kind of just locked in the corner here at the moment. Are you kidding me? I tried to jab check him there. I thought I would have time since he was just standing there at the other end of the screen. Alright, first round goes to Soul here. Alright, we'll take the grab here. Go cross up. Alright, we'll take that. Back up here. Alright, go for raw super again. Alright, we did manage to get the 6P though, as I hang in the air for just a little too long. I thought I was standing there. Alright, we'll take that. DP. Actually didn't. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, should be above their head though. Fuck, I tried to grab him and then he got hit instead. Alright, first round goes to Saul. We are not playing very well today at all. That was a very unfortunate trade there. He's doing that a lot. I had hit from forever away. I thought I was well out of range of that super. Alright, we do manage to take the first round of the second game though. Alright, we'll take that. Cross up here. Right, I'll take that. Alright, do manage to punish him on the kicks there. What's that move called? I always forget what that kick is called. Either way, I managed to punish him for it. Let's see if we can somehow win the set still. Alright, he was a little bit late that time. How we had the bounce, I could have got something more out of that. Alright, he's gonna get the grab there. Oh, he did a gun flame. Well, that time he did manage to hit me out of it. Alright, we can... damn it. I was gonna say, if we can get a knockdown or something like that, we could get some stacks up and maybe get something done. That sucks. He was just slightly out of grab range. Alright, he goes with the grab there. Alright, we'll do that to get him off us. Then the burst from the stacked up dragon kick will give us the win there. He whiffed grabbing the grab. I tried to jab check in there, but that was still fast enough to not get hit there. Alright, it's gonna beat my jab. I didn't get my throw tech, unfortunately. He does opt to burst there. Alright, we do manage to space ourselves halfway decently and get the hit there. And we do manage to beat Soul 2-1 somehow, some way, and get a little bit closer to Plat 1. But I do believe I'm going to end the video here, though. Good games to the Soul player and everyone that I played today. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.